Hi everyone, thanks very much for coming back to the channel. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch these videos as always. The ferrocrete yacht video that I filmed a few weeks ago and put on the channel about 2 weeks ago I think it was, it's got a whole bunch of views and a few comments, and the current owner has a bucket load of photos showing how it was built by the previous owners in 1969. He's given them to me so I can put them into a slideshow and share with you exactly how it was built. So hopefully you'll like this video and you'll keep driving that interest for that ferrocrete yacht. So again, you'll like the progress updates that are coming. If you haven't liked and subscribed to the channel, please do me a favour and do so. It really would help. And without further ado, let's get straight into the video and show you how that ferrocrete yacht was built.
Well, the first thing that amazes me is it was built completely in the open air, bending all the steel pipe into shape, using an overall frame to keep it together, before putting in the crossbars to brace out the actual bent pipe. And then as they start to form more of the shape, they start to add in more and more steel core. Here you can see the stern taking shape, and as the steel starts to go on, you can see the shape of the boat taking place, and more steel core is added to reinforce it. I've got no details about how long it actually took to build this boat, but as you can see, after many, I suspect many weeks of building, you can now see the overall outline of the boat. Once the majority of the steel was in place, it's a case of them adding what looks a bit like chicken wire, but it's more of a steel mesh that's put against the hull to help to hold the concrete in place when it's poured in. And then it's a case of getting the concrete in, so it's effectively trailed in from the inside, and it's pushed through the mesh, and then on the outside they work to smooth it as much as possible. And just like anything to do with boats, the more hands to help, the quicker the job goes. But as you can see in this picture, they are actually trailing up the outside of the boat. They've got the rudder in place at this point. And once you've done the trailing, you have your complete hull, so you can start to build out the remainder of the boat. Here is the boat in South Essex. It was originally fitted with an aluminium wheelhouse, but that's since been replaced in the current rebuild process with fiberglass. This picture is the one that really sticks out for me in the fact that you look at the state of that hull, where despite all the trailing, the concrete never looks particularly uniform, and it reminds me of the skin of a whale that's been in the water for years. And one of the key attributes you'll see on the rebuild process is how much work they've done to the hull to make it look lovely and smooth. And after 30 years in the water, this is 1999 and the boat was finally lifted out in South Essex, where it's remained ever since and fell into a state of disrepair. But with all the great work that's been undertaken by the current owner and the crew to rebuild it, it should be back in the water, hopefully by the end of 2024. And that's it for this video. Any comments or thoughts, leave it in the comments section and I'll get back to you. But until next time, take care. Bye bye.